Now take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your thoughts to grow quiet, like leaves falling slowly to the forest floor. Feel the weight of your day melting from your body. There's nowhere you need to be, nothing more to do, just you and this gentle story, unfolding like soft thread on a wooden loom. Can you hear it? The distant hush of wind brushing through ivy on stone walls. A warm fire crackling softly in the corner of a quiet cottage. Let your breath become as slow and steady as the weaver's hands moving back and forth across her loom in a rhythm as ancient as stars. Our story tonight begins in the hills of a far-off land, where the night skies velvet dark and the stars hang low, like pearls sewn onto the sky. Nestled beneath those stars, in a clearing not far from a quiet abbey, sits a stone cottage. Its roof is thatched in golden straw, gently rustling in the night breeze. Ivy clings to the stone walls like sleeping vines. The wooden door is slightly ajar, and through it, warm candlelight spills out, soft and golden on the mossy path. Inside the cottage, the air is thick with the scent of dried lavender and warm wool, and the quiet, soothing sound of a loom. Creak, click thump, tat, click mhm. The sound of thread pulled tight, of shuttle weaving silver strands, over, under, over, under. This is the home of Elena, the old weaver's starcloth. Some say she spins with moonlight. Others believe she weaves the dreams of angels and knots them into her fabric for safekeeping. But most simply know her as the woman whose fingers move like wind across silk, whose thread catches light that shouldn't be seen, and whose garments feel like stories wrapping around the soul. Tonight she works in silence. The fire beside her dances gently, casting shadows on the stone walls as her fingers dip into a basket of shimmering thread. This thread is not ordinary. It is silver, but not silver. It glows faintly, even in the dark, not from dye nor pigment, but from something older, something whispered. She draws the thread through her loom, and with each gentle motion, she hums a melody passed down from long ago, soft, slow, almost like a lullaby only the stars remember. Outside, the world is hushed. The moon has risen, and its light pours through the tiny circular window, falling like a spotlight on Elena's loom. She whispers to herself as she works, starlight in the warmth, moonlight in the weft. Her voice is so soft, you might mistake it for the wind. In the days of the old kingdoms, long before clocks ticked and towers rang bells, there was a belief that the stars could be worn, that if one could weave at midnight, using threads steeped in night air and water from the crescent moon's first kiss, the stars themselves would lend their light to the fabric. They called it astral cloth, and it was said, to protect wanderers from harm, to soothe the minds of restless children, and to carry the prayers of the heart straight up to the heavens. Elena's grandmother taught her the craft, taught her to comb the wool with fingertips dipped in rosemary oil, to spin the thread while reciting the names of the constellations, to gather dew from midnight petals to soak the yarn. And most of all, she taught her to listen, to the silence between the loom's creaks, to the way the thread hums when it's pulled just right, to the way the fabric breathes when it begins to hold a dream inside. Can you feel it? The peace in that tiny cottage? The hush of time passing like wind over fields of barley. The fire sighing, the loom whispering, the thread gleaming like the Milky Way pulled taut. Elena is making something special tonight, a cloak, but not just any cloak. This one is for a young boy who is LEEP, and wakes with tears in his eyes, murmuring of voices in the wind, and stars that sing his name. His mother brought her payment in the form of beeswax, honeycomb, and a pouch of dried rose hips. And Elena, without a word, nodded and began to weave. Each thread in this cloak is chosen with care. One dyed with crushed indigo, another with dried marigold petals, one strand dipped in silver leaf and wrapped 3 times in lamb's wool. Every stitch a prayer, every knot a story, every line of fabric a quiet promise. You are safe, you are wrapped in stars. Outside the cottage, the wind picks up and the trees begin to sway gently, as if nodding in approval. The abbey bells do not ring at this hour, but the sound of distant owls calls through the hills, soft as a lullaby. Inside, Elena pauses, her hands resting on the loom. She gazes out the window, where the stars stretch endlessly, reflecting in her eyes. Then she smiles, a slow, knowing smile, because she sees something the rest of the world has forgotten, that the night is not empty, it is full of memories, of magic, of the steady rhythm of things still being made, even in the dark.